Hi there guys, and welcome back to Naturally Rawsome. Today I want to talk about the differences between the Hurom H320N and the H310A. And the differences are they're quite different, but also kind of the same. So let's start with the bigger machine. And I think the best is to show you how they look on the inside so you get a better understanding on how they look differently or function differently. For this one, you can take the hopper off the base and then just unscrew the hopper from the auger part. And this is where you kind of fill your produce in. And as you can see, it's twice as big as the one in the smaller juicer, so you can batch pack more ingredients to make more juice at once. And on the inside we have here the auger and a strainer and something that goes around the strainer when you're juicing, so it kind of always wipes off the strainer and keeps things moving while you're juicing. So that is the inside of the bigger juicer, the 320N, and this is how it looks on the inside. Then you can open it here and the juice will come out. And for cleaning, you get the pulp is coming out here, and you can open it over here and also remove this part to clean it, which sometimes people don't even notice that you can open this for cleaning it. And yeah, that's really essential because it helps a lot. And it also helps to get more juice out of your produce because there is more pressure going on, so the pulp doesn't come out easily. Now I will show you how this one looks on the inside. Of course, you also got to take it off the base to unscrew the top. And this is the size of the hopper from the smaller one. You can see that this one kind of fits into the other one and is much smaller, so you can fit in less produce, and it also kind of turns into less juice. But now let's come to the inside. It kind of looks the same, but it functions differently. Over here we don't have a strainer. As you can see, I took out the auger, but there is no other part in here. That's it. This is kind of the inside, and there is no strainer like in the 320. And this juicer is designed with a special auger. Kind of the auger is also the strainer, basically. So the auger can be taken apart, and then you have two parts. And they slide into each other, and then there are some kind of little spaces in between where juice can run through, and this is kind of supposed to help the ease with cleaning because you don't have a strainer to clean. But I think, or as I experienced it, you also have to clean all these parts in between, and that can also kind of be an effort to clean all that. And then you just put it together, et voila, and then you put it in here, and it serves as a strainer. And also over here you have the outlet, and not as obvious as in the bigger one, you also have kind of this effect where you can open the pulp outlet to clean it later on, and also remove this rubber part for cleaning, and also the rubber around it if you want to clean it to get every pulp residues out of there. So over here you can see we only have basically 3 parts in the bottom, and over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts in the bottom. But this one kind of extracts juice faster than this one. I've tried it. I've juiced celery with both machines, the same amount, the same weight, and it turned out into basically the same amount of juice, but this one took twice as long as the bigger one. So if you want to juice kind of quickly with a slow juicer, then the bigger one is definitely your option. Also, if you want to make more juice at once, this is kind of where you want to go to. And what I also find kind of difficult in the smaller one is you can see there is an open kind of space from the bottom that goes all the way up. And when you clean it, water goes in there, and I find it kind of difficult to dry up the water in here. And if you don't dry it up, then you get stain in there from the water. So I always try to dry up my juicer once I have been cleaning it, so there is no water residue and later on kind of, yeah, some lime on the juicer. And yeah, I have been juicing with this one for 1 to 2 years now, and I'm very happy with it because it's easier to make more juice at once, and it's also kind of fast in juicing multiple things. And with both juicers, it's recommended to chop your produce up before you fill it into the hopper. That way the auger doesn't get stuck on the inside with the long fibers, and you kind of would have to open it all up and remove the long fibers to keep on juicing. That's why it's always best to chop up greens and also celery and things like fennel to provide an easier juicing and better juicing experience. And yeah, and this one is maybe good for traveling if you want to bring something small with you and only make small amounts of juices. And if you're not into juicing a lot and you want to make just small batch juices, then this one might be your option. But in my terms, I like it when juicers have a strainer on the inside and not just the auger that you can take apart. Juicing quality wise, the juice kind of turned out the same when I tried it, but as I said, this one takes much longer, so I always opt for the faster option, especially if you make juice in the morning and you don't have a lot of time. Then you know that something that juices quickly but also is a slow juicer, then this one would be a better option for you. And also, if you kind of think about juicing more in the future, then you might think, well, I can start with this one, but in the end you're gonna end up with the bigger one anyway. I've heard from so many people they upgraded themselves from this one to this one because they weren't really that happy with the smaller one and they wanted to make more juice. So in my experience, I would opt for investing a little bit more into the bigger one than investing into a small one and then upgrading later on. But I also understand if you don't have the money and you want to start juicing and get a smaller one, then you can also start with this one. And they both kind of are a good investment. But in terms of cleaning, I would say that this one is a bit easier. And I will also share a cleaning video for both of them, so you see how they are clean, how easy they are to clean, how long it takes to clean them. So stay tuned for that one. And yeah, those are basically the differences between these two juicers. I hope this video was helpful for you. And if you like it, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos about juicing and raw foods. And yeah, stay tuned and keep it light and simple. And as always, naturally Rawsome. Bye!